All right, I'm so excited that you were able to log into this link, and I really wanted to break down this concept from my ready, set, go, looking at how, three easy steps, right, of how to, bloom where you're planted no matter the season. But it does take some steps and it takes some consistent activity, and it's really a lifestyle change, right? And this is something that I've really built my life on, these philosophies. And really, I'm doing it right now as we speak in my own life, as I am examining the season that I'm in and looking at also what are the next steps that I want to grow in. But this key area here is crucial because when you move into action and as you're hoping to receive the vision that you've created, it's very important that you understand that you have to be grateful for the season that you're in. Part of that being grateful, part of that gratitude mindset is looking at what you have, where you are, and how can you bloom in this, right? Maybe this is not exactly what you want it to be. It's not really like this truly is an equalizer because it has nothing to do with money, has nothing to do with race, has nothing to do with anything. For anyone who seeks increase on any level, whether it's your health, whether it's your finances, whether it's your relationships, whether it's what you want to create with your family, yourself, your business, you have to embrace and accept where you are and figure out how you can be grateful where you are and maximize that season. So let me give you a little bit of an analogy or an example that you can look at in your own life. So you have to look at areas in your life. It may or may not directly relate to the goal that you're working on. But when you're looking at increase and also being faithful with little, now you might have much in comparison to what your neighbor might have or what the world might, look at you and see that you have a lot, or maybe you feel like you have less. It doesn't even matter. You have to look at what you have and are you maximizing and using what you have in order to call forth increase. So for example, say you have a vision of having a new home and whatever, maybe everybody having their own bedrooms, whatever the case may be. But what will hinder that from really manifesting and coming forth is if you are not making the most and taking care of what you have in the space that you're in. So, using the house analogy of something grander for the future, and maybe you even have a goal of within the next 6 months to be in a new place. I want you to look at the current space that you're in right now and see how you can demonstrate that you are grateful for what you have now. So, for example, me, even in my own life, I know that there are areas within my home. Hold on, let me get I'm holding the phone up with my hands. It's getting a little fatigued. I know that there are areas that I have neglected, right? And maybe no one else knows that they're neglected, but I know there are things, there are areas, I have attitudes with certain parts of my house that because I have those feelings, it causes me not to take care of it in a way that shows honor and gratitude for me having it. So, think about this. If you cannot be trusted with little, and this is scripture, whether you believe scripture or not, like this is, called a universal law, spiritual law. If you can't be faithful and trusted with what you have, how can you be trusted with more, right? So sometimes we think, oh, if I just get that, then I'll dot, dot, dot. If I just get that new job, then I'm going to be to work on time. Then I'm going to do my best. If I just get that new car, then I'm going to take care of it. Then I'm going to vacuum it. if I just get this new mate, then I'm going to be a better, significant other. You got to get out of that particular mindset of then you'll make the shift and the change. The shift and the change has to take place in the now. And the key to this too is that it's not about perfection. And everybody is doing their best on their level in the season that they're in. So it's not looking at how someone else manages their home, for example, because even though their house might be immaculate or it might be, whatever standard that it's at, still doesn't mean that they are doing these same practices, right? Or maybe they are. But you cannot look at what someone else is doing and compare what you're doing to them. So there is a parable in the Bible, whether you believe or you read it or not. This is a great analogy or a great example, and it's the parable of the talents. One person was given like 1 talent, one was given like 5, and then one was given 10. I might have the numbers off. But basically, the one that was given 1, he took it and he buried it. The one that was given 5 took it and multiplied it, like he went out and invested it and, did all kinds of things with it, which brought in an increase. The one that had the 10 also did the same thing, took it out, increased it. And when the manager came back, he asked everyone, how did they use what they were given? Did they create an increase with what they were given? The one who was given the 1 buried it because he said he was afraid. The other ones were praised and given even more because they took what they have and they worked it on their level. So with this particular chapter, this is why it was easier for me to do a video than to write this out, is that you really got to work what you have on the level that you're in. You don't want to take your 1 talent, and your 1 could still be 1,000, right? But if you're choosing to bury it and not work it on its level, then you do not open yourself up for opportunity and increase on any level. So you want to look at areas of your house. It does not have to be directly related to the goal that you're working on. You might be working on health and wellness. But if there are areas within your space, within your life that you are neglecting, those are the things that you want to begin to love up on, right? And create gratitude, create activity, tidy up areas, just tie up loose ends. Do not leave any of these kind of lingering, unresolved kind of areas, because these will prevent you from the increase that you are looking for. So this is a 8-minute video. There's so much more there, but you get the point here with what I shared. So anyway, you take care, and I'm excited for the growth and process and progress that you will make through this process. And I look forward to connecting with you again soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.